I had a Sharif Abdul-Rahim versus Kobe Bryant. And this is when I think Kobe like broke his wrist or something like that. He had a cast on his wrist or something like that. So I don't know, man. Like this is when he started growing his fro, and I just thought that was real cool, man. I just thought it was real cool, and like that was like one of my first basketball cards. You know, I was a Lakers fan too, so I remember when he was drafted. I still remember it today when he was drafted and traded, man. So, but I would say that's when I started becoming a Kobe fan. It was like his second year. Then he made an All-Star. He won the dunk contest. No, he won the dunk contest as a rookie. But I recognized him when he won the dunk contest. But then he made an All-Star the next year, and then he had that fro. I thought it was real cool, man, because I was trying to grow my hair out. My mom wouldn't let me.
That fro was hard. Fro Kobe is hard.
Yeah, fro Kobe, man. So that was my Kobe. Like, and then I would say my most favorite. I have multiple, but I would say the most was when I got to see him in person. When he hit 30K, when he hit 30,000, he hit it right in front of us too.
Oh, that's dope.
So yeah, and you know I was with my dad and everything, so that's just something like I'll never forget when he hit 30,000, dog. So, but outside of that was, man, my favorite Kobe moment was when Shaq fouled out against the Pacers, and Kobe snapped in that fourth quarter to get us back home with a 3-2 lead, and we end up closing.
I think it was overtime. I think they went in overtime.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, it was overtime. My bad. It was overtime. Shaq fouled out, and Kobe just took over. Kobe, I still remember. You know, they talked about the story. Kobe was like, "Hey, I got it," and Kobe just snapped on a messed up ankle too. By the way, by Jalen Rose punk tail. So I would say that was my my favorite, and then I go second favorite was against the Kings. Man, I'm trying to remember what game it was. It was game. Matter of fact, I think it was game 7. Can't remember what game it was.
5 or something like that.
It was like
him and Shaq didn't really have a great game. Game 7. That was one of them back and forth ones. Then game 6. Was it game 6? It might have been game 6, huh?
Well, game 6.
That was the one they was talking about the referee and all that other junk.
All that mess.
Yeah.
But man, I'm trying to remember.
But he had like 40. He had like 40 something.
Yeah, he dropped 40 that game 7, dog. I would say that, like that game, because I was scared, man. I was like, man, we ain't gonna beat these dudes at their house. Like, we barely won because
y'all changed Chris Webber. Chris Webber being in the Hall of Fame right now. Yeah. But what's just crazy, they got Divock in there.
Yeah, but I think Divock got in because
still hated him.
Foreign country.
Yeah, he used to go back and forth with them Spurs, boy.
Yeah.
So Ratchet Kenny, favorite when you became a Kobe fan and favorite Kobe moment. I actually have a favorite Kobe moment, but
for me is when I became a fan when everybody turned on him by the Colorado thing. Because for the longest time I wasn't a fan only because I still respected him, but you know, Allen Iverson was my favorite player, and they were like 1 and 2 shooting guards at the time.
Right.
So, but then once everybody turned on him, you know, I don't like stuff like that. So I was riding with him ever since. And he got me through, man. When I say that, from like 08 to 2010, and he got me through some rough time. That was a highlight coming home to watch him do his thing in the playoffs for me. So I love the shot he hit against the Suns when he hit Alvin Gentry on the back.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I like that one.
Like that.
But,
I like when he got mad. Like they lost game 3 against Utah in like 09, and he came back game 4. He wasn't passing. He was aggressive. He had that look in his face. Like you just knew, oh yeah, you about to get the Mamba tonight. He snapped against Utah. I like when he was just hitting shots like crazy against the Celtics, like Ray Allen and all that. I think they lost that game, but he was trying to bring them back in there. That was when he went to Phil, because Paul Pierce went crazy and he went up to Phil Jackson. It was like, I'm guarding him. let me guard him. I'm guarding him. he would do that all the time. Look, he said Kenny likes players people hate.
Hey,
Yes.
that's a fact.
Because most of the time, the hate it's not warranted a lot of times.
Yeah.
You hate Ray Allen.
Why you hate Ray Allen more than Kobe?
Because he hit that shot against the Spurs when he was with the Heat.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did hit that shot against the
And
Spurs.
see, and so that's another thing too. I don't like when they do like, oh, Ray Allen saved LeBron's career. Oh, Robert Horry saved Shaq and Kobe's legacy. I'm like, bro, they're supposed to hit shots. They're wide open for a reason. Hit those shots. Like, yeah, sometimes you need a little bit of luck. I'm like,
Jordan had luck.
Jordan didn't hit every game winning. Let's not act. He didn't hit every game winning.
John Paxson against the Suns.
Yeah, the Suns. I know. I still cry with it. I was a Barkley fan that time. We was living in Phoenix. He hit that damn shot.
I would say so. Mine is kind of cliche, but the moment that just sticks out in my head is his final game, man. His final game. Cause I remember watching it because I was sad. I was like, dang, man, this is one of the greatest players, if not the greatest player in my childhood.
And we knew it because they weren't making the playoffs that year. It was the last game.
It's the last game. So
we knew
players
giving tribute.
And I'm thinking, all right, he gonna have a decent game. Bruh. Bruh. I remember watching it, bro. By the end of it, I'm standing up like I'm there. And then I remember the moment that sticks out is when he went to go, because you could tell he's tired. And he went to go hug Shaq, and you could read Shaq's lips. He said, "You a bad motherfucker, man." I was like, "You right? Yes, he is."
I'm getting chills just thinking about it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.